Hey y'all, it's Billy Ball Explains North Carolina. Conservatives and liberals don't agree on anything in this country, right? That's totally wrong. The majority of North Carolinians and Americans, for that matter, agree on legalizing cannabis, which is the plant we get marijuana and hemp from. Most people here support it for recreational or medicinal purposes, but North Carolina is one of just a few states that hasn't legalized it for either purpose. All of this to say, it shouldn't be too surprising that here in North Carolina, Governor Josh Stein is assembling a cannabis task force to look at legalizing marijuana and regulating the various THC products that are already out there, as well as expunging criminal convictions for past marijuana offenses, which, by the way, have some real racial justice notes to it. Black people are far more likely to be charged with marijuana crimes in North Carolina, even though the drug is used by all races. Stein, who says he supports recreational and medicinal marijuana, had this to say about it on WRAL this week.
It was a realization that there are a ton of adults who use marijuana. And my view is, if you are an adult and that's the choice you want to make, you should be able to make that choice legally. There are over 300,000 North Carolinians who have a criminal record for simple marijuana crimes, possession or drug paraphernalia. That is an anchor that they are carrying on their shoulder for the rest of their lives, because when you go to apply for a job, you have to declare your criminal record. When you go look for an apartment, they will ask for your criminal record. It ends up being a real barrier for people's successful participation in life, and I don't think that's right.
Look, marijuana is not the doomsday drug we were told it was for generations.
Burning weed with its roots in hell.
In fact, there's mounting evidence that it can have positive effects on lots of people dealing with medical ailments, like arthritis, cancer treatment, post-traumatic stress, and even Alzheimer's disease. Many folks with Alzheimer's experience something called agitation, excessive activity, pacing, verbal or physical aggression, but there are studies, like a 2024 study from Johns Hopkins, that found marijuana could improve conditions for those folks without the big negative side effects of the drugs they would be prescribed otherwise. So if we're all on the same page about this for once, what's holding this back in North Carolina? It's North Carolina's state legislature. It's believed that if medical marijuana came to a vote on the floor of the state house or senate, it would have broad support among Republican and Democratic lawmakers alike. But Republican leadership in the GOP-dominated legislature hasn't wanted to move this forward, even though there are some prominent Republicans behind it now. Governor Stein pitches this as not just about making marijuana legally accessible and letting everyone smoke up, but about regulating the unregulated THC products that are already out there.
It is the Wild West out there. The idea that we have a system where this product, which is a drug that can get you high, is for sale out there without any restrictions on how it's sold, to me is insane. With alcohol, I believe adults should be able to drink alcohol if they choose. But we have a system that ensures that we're protecting kids. You cannot be under 21. Is there any other ingredient in this product? All of this is known. We need to have something similar that protects the public when it comes to THC.
If you like this video, I write an email every day trying to make North Carolina news make sense. It's totally free, and you can read all about North Carolina in under 2 minutes. We'll drop the link in the comments or in our bio.